Brian Gentles wanted to be a firefighter even before he arrived in America from Jamaica at age 12. There was something simple and noble about solving other people's problems, not to mention saving their lives. I was fascinated by putting water on a fire, he says. Now, however, it's the city of Miami Beach that is scrambling to douse the flames from Gentles' controversial February firing. The powerfully built black 26-year-old claims he was repeatedly harassed as a recruit because of his race. The abuse culminated in another cadet teabagging him, or putting his exposed testicles on. Thank you for trying, verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Gentles' face. But when Gentles complained, he contends, he was the one fired, not his attacker. This is an injustice, Gentles says. And the cover-up has been the most painful part. The claim comes at the worst possible moment for Miami Beach, the city beset by scandals. Last week, former Procurement Director Gus Lopez was arrested for taking bribes. Meanwhile, Fire Inspector Henry Bryant is on trial for conspiracy to traffic cocaine. The firefighter fiasco is also an embarrassment for a department that has a history of treating black recruits. Thank you for trying, verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Badly. The U.S. Justice Department sued the city in 1991 for discriminating against blacks and Hispanics when hiring cops and firefighters. The city later signed a consent decree and allegedly repaired its practices. But Gentles' story shows things haven't improved. The abuse started shortly after he joined the training program. He was the only black man in the 14-member class. Other recruits made racist jokes, Gentles says. Even his training lieutenant once handed him a Burger King application and said, "Go and be with your people." The city of Miami Beach and the Miami. Thank you for trying, verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Beach Fire Department take allegations of misconduct toward discrimination seriously and investigate such matters thoroughly, Fire Chief Javier Otaro wrote in an email to New Times. Once this investigation comes to a close, we will disclose the findings accordingly. One recruit in particular allegedly made a habit of persecuting Gentles. Daniel Fiorito, a young Italian-American, repeatedly called him a nigger, Gentles claims. Then, roughly 2 months into training, Gentles was eating lunch and studying in the academy classroom when Fiorito allegedly whipped his testicles out and hung them inches from his fellow recruit's face. Thank you for trying, verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Fiorito did it again days later, Gentles says. The black recruit awoke from a nag to find Fiorito's nuts on his forehead. When he shoved his comrade away, Fiorito said, "Why don't you lick them?" A third teabagging followed. But Gentles didn't complain for fear of being labeled a crybaby. As a grown man, it's hard to go and report that another man has dehumanized and degraded you like that, he says. I worked for 5 years to get that job. The final straw came on September 24, 2011. Gentles dominated the all-important firefighter. Thank you for trying, verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Combat challenge, placing second in his class. But when Fiorito finished far behind, he aggressively approached Gentles, allegedly calling him a stupid nigger and challenging him to a fight. Gentles met with his superiors to report the abuse a week later, and the department launched an investigation. Fiorito, who is now a firefighter, vigorously denied the allegations but could not be reached for comment by New Times. City spokeswoman Nanette Rodriguez says an investigation is ongoing.